Well, hey guys, this is John from Kamiki Press, and what I wanted to talk about today is essentially this this whole process of doing a video screen capture with a little inset, and what it involves to do something like that. Um, I don't want to say on the cheap, but I'm definitely not looking to spend a whole lot of money to do it. It's definitely something I want to do, and I've got a MacBook Pro, and I don't want to spend a whole lot more time, money, or effort on trying to configure something to make this happen. So I did some research. I did spend some time Googling what might be the best setup to use for this. I came across quite a few suggestions. I trialed Camtasia, for example. There's another product called OBS. I'm not exactly sure what that stands for, but it's also used for doing live streaming. If you had a live streaming set up on your YouTube channel, you could use this product as a video encoder. It's free, and it's good. You can do exactly what we're doing here, but there's a little more overhead in trying to make it happen in terms of managing the software and getting what you want to display on the screen. Which what I have right now, what you're seeing right now, is a MacBook Pro with Quicktime Player, which comes with the computer, and essentially you can use the webcam that's built into your computer. I chose not to do that because I have kind of a different setup here that kind of requires me to go a different route because my MacBook is about 3 feet to my left right now. So I don't necessarily use a MacBook, but what's in front of me here is my Cintiq, which is a tablet that I use for 3D modeling and drawing and Photoshop and things like that. I can draw directly on the tablet with a stylus like this, and I use this as my mouse as well, so I can move things around. And I wanted something. I didn't want to be constantly looking to my left to engage you, and I didn't want to be constantly ignoring you by looking this way and working on whatever I'm working on. So that's why I came up with this particular setup. So I don't want you to think that I've tried every possible scenario. I haven't. This, I think, is the scenario that's going to work for me. It's pretty much right out of the box, except for the fact that I bought this Logitech C920 webcam, which I will put a link for underneath this post if you're so inclined to get one yourself. I think there's a newer version, C930E, which has some additional capabilities to it. Probably something that I don't need. Seems to work well, but I will put a link for that as well if I can find that. So I would imagine if you have a newer MacBook Pro and you have one of the later OS versions installed on your MacBook, you're good to go. You don't need to buy anything else. You just need to know how to use it. I'm thinking this might be one of those I cannot see the forest for the trees type things, because I wasn't aware that I could do this right out of the box with my MacBook. It took me looking for a solution outside of the MacBook to eventually come full circle back to my MacBook for this for the ideal solution. So what is the ideal solution? Well, let's take a look at it. Essentially, what you're going to be dealing with here is Quicktime Player. So if you were to go to the File menu in Quicktime Player after you launch it, you see three options here at the top. You've got a new movie recording, a new audio recording, and a new screen recording. So essentially the first thing I do is I click New Movie Recording, which brings this up, okay? And this is what is being captured from my webcam right now. Now I've got the option here to tell the system what I want to use to drive this window, and I chose my Logitech C920 to drive the window. I've got quality set to high. I don't think it needs to be maximum because this is going to be really the smallest part of what you're going to see on the screen. So I don't record it. I make sure the volume is set to 0, and I can move this around the screen. If there's something I want to show you, I can enlarge it, I can decrease it, I can move it over here, and that's essentially everything I need for this part of the application. Now, the rest of the screen here, or to take this blender icon, all of this is being recorded, okay, to include this. And that's being recorded through the new screen recording option. Now I cannot show you this because I'm actually recording right now, but essentially you're going to have the same dialogue as this. It's going to look just like this, and it's going to ask you, gosh, what does it ask you? I will have to go back and edit this. But essentially, you want your volume to be turned down, and I don't think there's really too many options here, or any options that you need to select. All you're going to do is, once you're ready to record, you're going to click on this record button, and a little message is going to pop up that's going to ask you or tell you how to proceed. You just click the screen if you want to record the whole screen, or you can select a region and record just that region. But that's essentially how it works. It's just that simple. So, okay, so I say essentially way too much, and I apologize for that. I will do my best to try and curb that tendency of mine. But this is really my first ever YouTube video where I've got my huge melon, my ugly mug right in front of your face, and I'm trying to go without editing. I don't really want to spend a whole lot of time editing these videos, so I will apologize for that as well. But I did take a screen capture of what it is that you see when you click on the screen recording options. And like I said, there's really not much there. It gives you the option of the microphone. So because the HD Pro webcam's microphone is right in front of me, that's what I chose to use as my microphone of choice. And I do want to apologize for my voice. I'm on these steroids that have been prescribed to me for a medical condition that I have, and it has totally destroyed my voice, as well as put about 40 pounds on me. So I do want to apologize for that. I know it could get annoying listening to this for long periods of time. My wife lets me know constantly. But at any rate, I'm going to return you to your regularly scheduled program. Bye. I don't know if this was helpful to anyone other than myself, finding out this information. But here's why, I didn't go with the built-in webcam. So I've essentially got this Cintiq here, which is what I'm sitting in front of. I've got a second monitor, which I use for when I'm in Photoshop or Blender, whatever I'm using. That monitor is going to hold some of my palettes or additional windows that I use. And then way over there on the end, you see my my MacBook Pro, which once it's hooked up to this environment, I really don't touch it unless I have to. It's simply just driving everything else I see on these screens. So again, that's what I've got set up here. I don't know, it may be useful to you, but I'm sitting here in Cleveland in November in shorts. It's like 70 degrees out. Global warming and climate change and all that. I guess that's the reason. But I know in 2 weeks it's going to be a lot less than 70 degrees out. And I've got a few projects planned that I want to do while I'm stuck indoors. And I thought that, being able to create some tutorials, or when I come upon something that's it's pretty interesting that I want to share with people, I wanted to be able to record that and then pop a video up on my YouTube channel or whatever. So that's essentially it. If you have any questions, please take the time to comment below. If you share some common interests with me, I like art, 3D animation, and I'm into MIDI and musical instrument digital interface. I use Logic, so I like to write songs and record music. I like to paint traditionally and draw traditionally. So I've got quite a few varied interests, but they all seem to revolve around creativity. So if you're into creativity, especially that point where technology and creativity meet, then if you're so inclined, feel free to subscribe to my channel. I'd love to meet you, and hopefully we've got lots of things to talk about in the future. So have a great day. Bye.